And we're back. I'm here in the studio with Christy Lee from KL Creative Designs. Welcome, Christy Lee.
Good morning.
Always a pleasure. Well, tell us about KL Creative Designs in general. What is it?
So KL Creative Design is a web development group with a focus on mobile development as well.
Very cool. And right now we were actually just talking about the difference between mobile websites and desktop websites.
Right.
What should we know?
Right. So we're finding more and more with the rise in mobile, about 50% of the world's population has a smartphone. So all these people are coming to your website on, a tiny little screen. And how does that change how you design a website? No longer do we have to just design for a large screen, but we also have to design for a small screen and basically everything in between. And what does that look like? There's a couple different things that we are finding. One, we want your mobile website it has a different focus. It's much more functional, much more practical, and less wow factor. And no pinching, no zooming, and everything is kind of laid out right there for you to see.
I feel like, too, nowadays most people utilize their cell phone internet more so than their desktop because it's so convenient. It's always with you. And I always have problems because it jumps the screen and I can't really get to it. So that would change that if the company went to
we want to make
site.
it as easy as possible to access your information and not frustrate your users. Most desktop websites, just inherently, even the best made desktop websites, are almost unfunctional on the mobile phone. You have to look around to find the right piece of information and you have to fight for it. And that's not the image you want to present with your business. You want to present the information easily and quickly to them right away without them having to fight to find it.
Right, especially because when they're using their phone, it is for quick information. So
exactly, right.
A good way to ease frustration as well as get a lot more people visiting the site, which kind of correlates with search engine optimization. What is that?
SEO is the art of driving more traffic to your site by bringing you up in the rankings. So when you search for a particular keyword and you're looking for, say, restaurants in Breckenridge, how is it decided which ones are first? The top 3 results get the most traffic by far. How do they decide which are the first 3 results? And that's SEO is getting you and your site to the top 3.
Right, because usually you wouldn't go past the first 3.
Right.
Maybe sometimes.
Very rarely. Most people
and
stay in the top 3 results.
And you can help them be in the top 3 results.
Right. That's what we want. We want you at least on the first page, if not within the top 3.
So you're going to be top 3, and then you're also going to have one of the greatest mobile websites, too, if you go to Christy Lee. And how can we find out more information and go about doing this? And I know, too, we talked about this earlier, it's not just here in Summit County. You can help anyone nationwide.
Yes, I have tons of clients throughout the country. And my website is klcreativedesign.com.
And so you'll create websites, or you can help guide websites as well.
We can do any kind of projects, whether it be mobile applications, mobile sites, standard website redesigns, startup websites, any of that sort of thing.
Very cool. And how did you get started in all of this?
Websites were always interesting to me, as well as coding and programming, and I loved the fusion between design and making things look good, as well as the math and logic of programming. It just putting the two together really worked for me personally, and that's how I got into it, and I loved it right from the beginning. So.
And then you brought it here to Summit County to make it easier for everyone else as well, and nationwide still, because you're from the East Coast.
I am, yes.
Yes. What brought you out here?
I have some family out here. I had a sister and a cousin that are living out here. We're living out here beforehand. So about 8 years ago, my brother and I decided we would make the trek as well. And
now Summit County is lucky to have Christy Lee and KL Creative Designs. So once again, klcreativedesign.com, and then your phone number.
Yep.
It's on the screen right there. So you guys check it out, and you can find out more information about mobile websites as well as SEO content as well. Well, thank you for joining us, Christy Lee, and we'll be back with more to come on Summit Sunrise.